United played in Division A, played and unplayed in the fight. So it means those clubs who thought they had 6 points of will forget about 6 points.
We have to forfeit
and all the other clubs will start doing deductions from now. And the ones involving Upper United.
This other one is very crucial, Nodi. NLL condemn rising wave of crowd violence and assault on match officials.
They can condemn them, yes. And I think the NLL has done some even though some other aspect of it have not fully been resolved. You see some of the teams have been punished. Okay. Adama United TIP has been punished. Some clubs have been, even in the South Zone here. Some clubs, but even though we say some of the decisions, sometimes some clubs still go scot-free. But the fact is that they have to do some monitoring, and the monitoring has to go. What you do that I think they should involve everybody. They should involve those who understand the running of the league, the operation of this league, because the National League is very crucial. Teams that get 2 teams from the Division A and Division B gets automatic promotion to the top flight. The kind of competition at the top flight is not the one at the national level. So if you don't get it right at the national level, they will expect the same kind of treatment.
Let's talk about an interesting development. Well, from that same communique, that in view of all the allegations of some clubs, a committee has been set up to investigate some of these claims, and I think that is good. I mean, yes, put the league on hold. Look at all the problems so that you don't get boardroom.
The committee, yes, but how would they get their materials to work with? Who will give them the part? Is this not if a team is involved in alleged match fixing or attempt to bribe a referee? Will the team give you part? Did they give receipt for bribery?
But that's the job.
They don't give receipt. You give everybody.
Investigate, scratch the surface. You get something.
No, but if the other team is alleging, do they have fact? If you give referee bribe,
it's their own duty. Like I said, scratch the surface, dig deep, and don't be biased.
Very simple. The NLS should have done this monitoring right from the onset.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait to this point because we see a lot of the teams have crying foul. Especially I think for the northern zone, we have a minimal complaint, but the southern zone is thoroughly is intense, and the politics is not fair.
But I think it's good because the NLL probably does not want to have a winner from the boardroom. So it's good you sort out all of these.
Yes, it's good to sort out some of these things.
Sort out all of these. So when you're playing week 29 and week 30, you know you don't have any backlog.
That's why I say those 2 games, because I think there are 2 games that had to be cleared out because those 2 games are very crucial. Especially the teams fighting for the drop.
Yes, fighting against the drop.
Yes, against the drop, and I think we just have to see this thing. But so far so good. The NLL they've conducted themselves very well because some of the punishment
they managed the problems well.
Even though some clubs could not continue the league, we had a lot of withdrawals, but
can't satisfy everybody anyway. But
yes,
but they still get. I mean, a slightly above average. If you're rating them, at least they get. They are above average. Let's just put it that way.
Yes, we give them maybe 60%. Fine, but of course, there's still more work to be done.
Yeah, there's more that can be done. Well, let's switch gears. Yesterday, we're talking about the plight of ex-international. This time, we're not talking about their plight. We're talking about an ex-international that is trying to do something to better the lot of Nigeria. We're talking about Kanu and what he's been able to do in recent times to aid people with heart problems. And Kanu is in the forefront again, trying to do his part to ensure that people with that problem don't have to travel abroad.
Yeah, well, I think it's a way of giving back to the society. He's been doing that. You know, he almost lost his life from a particular ailment.
His career almost came to a premature end.
And you know, when people there's a particular acronym that people use, they call it SHAPE. I think it's part of it that Kanu uses his experience, even though he was able to survive that cardiac issue, and of course he's trying as much as possible to try to see that people who suffer, especially young people, children, not just adults,
can get assistance.
They get assistance from this because it's giving back to the society, and what a way of investing, what a way of giving back to the society,
I think it's
creating a life out of. And this is one of the one of the beneficiary, and of course reaching our couple visited by Kanu Wanko. And then we just have to say yes. A lot of other Super Eagles players have been doing yes. Obafemi Martin, Namdi Duamadi.
It's all about giving back to the society.
Yes, a lot of them have been doing that. Even John Mikel Obi, Joss. A lot of them do in different aspects, not just people with heart ailments. Some other aspects. Some give out to motherless baby home, orphanages, and the rest of them. So Kanu is doing this.
Okay. Let's listen to what Kanu had to say, his plans, and how he hopes to help these kids with the issues that they have.
Nigeria is the giant of Africa, and I believe we're supposed to have this in Nigeria. The foundation is tired of taking the kids outside. It's very, very expensive. And if you're talking of the numbers, we have a lot of patients on the waiting list. So if we have this hospital, the cardiac hospital in Nigeria, we are talking of tripling the numbers that we are taking to India. India is a country, Nigeria is a country. I think we're supposed to by now have it here. And even the launch that we did, till now, people that have pledged, we are still chasing them up and down. So, but we can't keep on chasing them and asking people to support us where the kids are dying. So what we do now is to look back and then go to the waiting list and make sure that we can help. Because if we are waiting till we build a hospital, and most of them will be history.
For anything, it is better to do those surgeries when they are young. Because if they are not done early, the heart begins to enlarge, and invariably you may not be able to do those heart surgeries again. So by doing it so early, he has increased the quality of life, improved it of those children remarkably. It shows everybody has its own special duty to perform to humanity, and he's just doing his, and he's doing it wonderfully. I said so, may become another Kanu Wanko in future, or another Wale Uke, a doctor in future. You never know. Never can tell, but at least that person will grow and achieve his or her potential.
Well, that was Kanu ensuring that this heart ailment does not knock out some of these young ones who can grow up to become like him or achieve something in whatever field they choose to go into. And I think he's a good one. He's giving back to the society that has, given to him. And of course, Kanu almost his career almost ended due to the heart ailment. All right, let's move on the show tonight. Let's talk tennis. The Wimbledon is been a whole lot of surprises. We're now down to the business end for the women. We know the finalists, no top seeds. Agnieszka Radwanska, well, she lost. Some of us were thinking it was going to be a hard time, but it looks like it might be Sabine Lisicki and Kirsten Flipkins. A Cinderella run ended today. A whole lot of interesting for the ladies. But let's quickly talk about it. What's the final? Well, react to the semi-final, then talk about what you think the final will be. I hope
the final is going to get the kind of hype that the Serena and the
Sharapova final will get.
I hope. It's not, because you can't intend, like I said, I always maintain that the women, if you want to put your money in the women's category of any Grand Slam,
you lose big time.
Get ready to walk the street naked.
You lose big time.
Because you lose. If anybody has put his money, if I put my money, it takes a gutsy gambler to wager, to place a bet on this particular. Because if you look at the way they put the
that Mariam Bertoli and Sabine Lisicki will be in the final.
You can't. It take a gutsy gambler to do that, and we are not seeing the two women in the final. So I hope it gets the kind of hype that Serena and Sharapova final.
A lot of people are already tipping Sabine
because of the way she's been going so far.
Yeah, and she might just be the next German after Steffi Graf to go all the way.
And I think we are seeing sprinkle of people winning Grand Slam, picking one.
Yeah,
we saw Lina, we saw Azarenka,
going into the
we are not seeing Adam Malumbatuli and Sabine Lisicki. The balance of power is now cutting across. The Serena dominance is likely going to end. Apology to fans of Serena. It's likely going to end because we are seeing pockets of people winning Grand Slams.
But that's the nature of women's tennis.
That's the nature of women's tennis, and that's the way the competition. Not like the men. The men you can predict.
Let's talk about the semi-final for the men. Will take place tomorrow. Novak Djokovic, Juan Martin Del Potro on one side, Andy Murray and his Polish opponent, on a rounded guy. Nobody really. Jerry Janovic. Nobody gave him any chance, but